It's here, part 3 of the massive 3 games in the space of 8 days. Last but no means least, Reading versus Newcastle United. Let's have it. Now, if you remember from earlier this season, we beat Reading quite convincingly, 4-1 as it goes. Goals from Hayden, Ritchie, 2 from Gale, and that was the start of all good things to come because we lost to Fulham at the start of the season, lost to Huddersfield at the start of the season, and then upsets Reading, and then we bat them aside, and then that's when we got our run up and going. Of course, Reading struck back with a goal from McCleary, who is definitely a person to be watching out for in this game on Tuesday. Something also to notice, Lascelles actually got dropped for this game for a poor performance in the first game against Huddersfield, but obviously he's rectified that with the game on Saturday. Now, Reading coming into this game are not doing too well in terms of form. They've won 2 out of their last 6 compared to Newcastle United, who've won 4 out of their last 6. 2 losses in their last 3 games, and they've come up against Brighton and Huddersfield Town. Funny enough, the 2 teams that we've beaten in the last 2 games as well. Now, the table looks like this. Newcastle United are top of the Championship on 76 points, whilst Reading are in 5th place, just inside the playoff positions on 63. So, Reading are coming into this game just off the back of a convincing 2-1 victory against Wolves. Goals from Comongan and, of course, Paul McShane. 2 threats from attack and defence that we need to be aware of. They've got a pretty solid defence, I must say. Gunter, I know Reading away days will hate me for saying it, but he's not a bad right back. They've got the likes of Tyler Blackett, who obviously came from Manchester United. McShane, as I mentioned before, and obviously Moore as well in defence. Alab Habsi, again, a very athletic goalkeeper. I remember him from his Wigan days as well. I'm sure he'll be tried and tested throughout the game. Up top, they've got, as I said before, Comongan. I didn't realise they had Lewis Grabban as well. Jordan Much, Abita, Behrens. So again, they have a very, very full-strength squad to choose from in this game as well. Hopefully there'll be no excuses from Yapstam this time if we do beat them again, but I'm sure it won't be easy. Let's get on to the visitors, us, Newcastle United. So, Gale obviously is back, scoring goals, just how he does. This is just natural for him. So he's back in the squad. Hayden maybe could be available, although I think it might be a little bit too soon for him as well. Obviously, Anita's back in there as well. Aarons is back in training. And then apart from that, I can't really see any real injuries that we need to be aware of. Rafa has a very good selection headache for a change. Mitrovic didn't even make the squad against Huddersfield. So again, will he be brought back into the fray? Obviously, Murphy got on the score sheet. Gale got onto the score sheet, so who would he choose up top? Anita's back fit as well, but Yedlin's been having a good run in the team in his absence. Perez got the winner against Brighton. Diame got the equaliser against Brighton. So there's so much to go through Rafa's mind with the preparation to this game against Reading. For me personally, I think I'd pretty much keep things the same. Our defence was solid as a rock. I think Anita, in preference to Yedlin, was needed in the game against Huddersfield. I think he offers more defensively than going forward. In preference to Yedlin, but that is what's needed, especially against a team of Reading's calibre. In midfield, I like the fact that we've got Ritchie and Atsu who can play on either wing, which is a blessing. Shelby pretty much picks itself. He's always going to be walking into this team. And Colback, if Hayden's not available, I still think, even if he is available, I still think Colback will take his place in the central midfield. And then the real debate is only whether it's Diame or Perez. For me, I'd go with Diame on this occasion, but obviously we've seen what effect Perez can have coming off the bench against Brighton. And then I think Murphy just offers that little bit of, aerial presence, especially against the likes of McShane and Moore going into this game on Tuesday. So there you have it. Obviously, I'm going to give a prediction. I'm going to stick with the same theme that I've had in the past 2 games, which is draws, which have thankfully turned into wins. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw, and fingers crossed I'm proven wrong. And obviously, we get our 3rd win in a row and taking 9 points. Could you imagine 9 points out of these last 3 games? So there you have it, guys. That's my prediction for this game. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. Hopefully I'm on my way to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the season, but most importantly, we get these 3 points against Reading, and that'll set us up nicely to win this championship. If you like what you've seen, if you like what you heard, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys all later, maybe even at the game, or even at the beanbag. Keep it tuned. Peace.